We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3, your hottest digital station. Now in digital HD sound.
What's going on out there in Radio Land? It's the one and only DJ Malone, man. Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day, really. Houston, look, we're not doing this. I'm in Houston right now. We're not doing this. 101, 102. We're not doing this. Please and thank you. Whoever's playing with the weather, please and thank you. Turn it down. I'm hot. We're not doing this every day. With all that being said, I want to introduce you guys to somebody. Now, I usually let themselves introduce themselves, but today I want to really introduce this lady because I think you guys really need to know who the hell she is. So let's go and dive into it. So off top, she was on Good Morning America. Off top. And I like the fact that, she has her chops. They could have panned to anybody else, but they panned to her. That's a good thing, man. She was on ABC 27, correct? ABC 27?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Definitely, man. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, she has a plethora of songs. When I say a collective of songs, you definitely want to get into it. Let's go ahead and bring in Danni Peace. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, doing well. Thanks so much for having me, DJ Malone.
Man, I appreciate this, man. I really do.
Yeah, same here. It's mutual.
So let's dive into this, man. When did this all? Well, let's go into a time machine. When did this start for you? When did this journey start?
Yeah. So I think similar to a lot of journeys like mine, it started back when I was 3 years old.
Okay.
So old enough to talk. And it started in church as well. So I grew up singing in the church, hymns, solos with the choir,
Okay.
and eventually it evolved into me singing in class and my teacher finding out, who is that? And
Okay.
asking, and then having me sing in front of the class. And ever since, I've been singing and hoping that I can move people with my music.
Growing up was you come from a musical background, like did dad or mom sing, or what? Did you guys come from a musical background?
Yeah. Yeah, so I was the only singer in my immediate family, but I
Okay.
had cousins that could sing, aunties who could sing the house down. My grandfather,
Wow.
he's got an amazing voice. So there's all these singers around.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
When you started out, were you a soprano? Where did we
Mm.
fall in between when we first started?
Yeah, that's a great question because it goes in line with my story. I self-declared myself as an alto.
Okay.
I
Okay.
wanted to be an alto, but I was truly a soprano, but
Wow.
I wanted to hide.
Okay.
So I chose to sing alto.
Okay, that's what's up.
Hmm.
I when I was in school or whatever in high school, I was in a
Yeah.
choir. So I started out as a baritone,
Yes.
and then
Okay.
as I got older, I became a bass.
Okay. Go ahead, vocals.
So I can't hold a little note, but I can't do it. I've been smoking too much weed and everything, so I can't do it. But but it's always good to talk about it because I can read
Right.
notes. I can do that.
Listen, it doesn't go away.
Yeah,
Sticks with you.
definitely, man.
Yeah.
So inspirational rise. Who's you listening to?
Well, back when I was younger, I was only listening to gospel music.
Okay.
I was listening to like Yolanda Adams, CeCe Winans, Donnie McKirkland, all those gospel greats. But as I got older, I wanted to get more eclectic in my taste.
Okay.
And so I remember getting a list from a friend with Lauryn Hill and Paramore.
Okay.
And that started to shape my palette for what I wanted to sing and what I wanted my music to be like. And that inspiration evolved to like
Okay.
Alicia Keys and her and Alanis Morissette and just all these different people that maybe you wouldn't expect to go together that
I
really
like that.
inspired me. Yeah.
I like that, man. I think a lot of times, man, it's cool to bring in from other aspects and everything. I think a
Yeah.
lot of times people don't realize is that it's okay to listening early on. It's okay to listen. Hey, yo, man, what I like and what I dislike, what your
Mhm.
range can deal with. It all comes into play.
Right. And lately I've been listening because I've come into this place where um, I'm actively shedding the fear of taking up too much space. It is
Okay.
an active journey for me. So I've been listening to more sopranos like
Okay.
Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande and others, Kiki Wyatt. Like there
Okay.
are just these vocalists that I'm listening to because I'm like, wow, I can actually sing their songs easily, and I was running away from it. So, I've adapted in light of my
I like that.
revelation, so that's been fun too.
I like that, man. Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you this: as far as like keeping the vocals, what are some practices that you're using, like as far as like tea or anything to
Yeah.
keep kind of keep the vocals good?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm a big proponent in a lot of the things I've been taught when it comes to nutrition, like avoiding dairy and
Okay.
cheese. I try my best, but I'm not perfect at eating like as plant-based as possible.
Okay.
So, there's some stuff it's just really hard to give up,
Yeah.
but try to eat as many fruits and vegetables, lots of water because our bodies are made up of water,
Right.
and take my allergy medication,
That's what.
so
That's
I
what's
can
up.
breathe well. Yeah.
Hey, that's a big thing right there.
Yes.
Breathing, breath is definitely a thing.
Yes, yes. And exercise.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep,
Yeah.
the lungs strong.
Definitely. I
Yeah,
hear you
yeah.
on that, man. So when did you know that, hey, I think I have something here. I really want to take this full time.
That's a great question because sometimes I think the knowing doesn't come as fast as the affirmation.
Mm,
So at first, I had the affirmation that I had a gift, and
okay.
I trusted those that were affirming the gift within.
Okay.
And I think that's a beautiful part of my journey because it was very communal. But
Okay.
as time went on, I think I was maybe 25 when I
Okay.
realized that I really wanted to do this. So not too long ago. But I was like, I think I want to do this full time. And so
That's
ever
what's up.
since, yeah,
I always ask people this, and with business statements, every business has a statement, like a business statement.
that's
As a
right.
as an artist, what is your business statement that you want people to know of?
Oh, I love that. I love that. So I've been actually thinking through that a lot lately. And a part of my business statement is that I want to see sleepy flames awaken to take up the space that is rightfully theirs.
Okay.
And so, when I think about what that looks like, I think about in romantic relationships, a lot of people are looking for something fulfilling and someone that's a great partner. Take up the space to find the person you want. I think of friendships. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Take up
Mm,
that space because your friends want to give you that. I think of work. Sometimes we say no to things because we don't think we're ready, but you're never ready for the things that you're created to dominate in and to
that's
be
real.
successful in. You just have to say yes and trust the process
That's
and
real.
trust the people around you. So taking up that space and letting your light shine because God gave you that light. And that's what I'm all about.
That's what's up, man. How have you been
Mhm.
able to keep your peace? No pun intended. How have you been
Love
able
the
to
puns.
keep your peace, or to keep your, I guess, to keep your mind at bay
Mm,
within all this? Because the world is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So how
mm.
have you been overall?
Yeah. Yeah, that's another great question, DJ Malone. I think peace, the way I define it, is being able to be stable in the midst of chaos, just like you're saying. And so I think my practice includes a lot of different things. It includes meditation and scripture is really important to me, and prayer, but also being a part of a community of friends that care about me and can say, Danny, I don't know, girl, something
Yeah.
seems off. Are you okay?
Yeah.
It also includes just like taking time to eat, because sometimes I'm rushing and I want to get stuff done. And then it's like, no, you need to sit down and feed your body.
That's right.
Um, and then, family and doing hobbies and things that are fun. Even if it's, on a budget, it can still be fine and fun.
Oh yeah, man.
So, all those kind of things, are very important to me
I
to
mean,
keep.
I came from a household of like my mom had like 12 kids. So I came from a household where
Yeah.
when the lights went off, we played hide
Hmm.
and go seek in the dark. You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
it.
And that was the
Yeah.
most funnest time to me because,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be about money. It's about, we weren't rich as far as money wise, but we were rich as far as like family and
Hmm.
love and spirits and
Yes.
everything, man.
Yeah, yeah. And I grew up 30 seconds from the Amish.
Okay.
So, it was a very interesting experience, and we spent a lot of time outside. And like you said, it's those friendships and relationships and memories. That's wealth.
Yeah.
Movement of your body, like a lot
Yeah.
of things that we take for granted is wealth.
I think, well, social media is paying into a lot too, but I think a lot of people just don't take the time to realize how blessed we are. Like day by day, like I have lost, and I have lost a lot, well, not a lot, but a good handful of people just over the years, and it really kind of to, to put you into a space where it's like, hey, yo, man, like I appreciate just waking up. I appreciate just be able to have my limbs and be able to walk
Yes,
and talk my ears and pop my and do my thing. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
So
yes.
I think whenever you have that missing and say, "Hey, yo, man, I have a gift and I want to share it to the world," I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. No, I completely agree. Completely agree. You said it so nicely. I don't even want to try to follow up.
Yeah, man. So what we promoting today? What's the single we got right now?
Yeah, yeah. So I got a couple fun songs out now. I just released a body of work
Okay,
called Iridescent. And it's a project I'm very proud of because I feel like it's showing all these different sides of me, and there are some songs that are really celebrating and championing women and speaking to our self-esteem,
okay,
and letting us, being a reminder of how beautiful we are inside and out. And so I have a couple songs like that, songs about being patient with
okay.
ourselves, and being kind to ourselves, and thinking through major decisions like relationships,
That's real.
with
That's
someone
real.
I want to get involved with, trying to pray about it, be level-headed, all the things, so it's going through just that classic journey of, I would say, becoming a woman, and navigating life as a woman
Real.
and figuring out, how am I going to make all these different choices and be true to myself because I'm not one dimensional.
I like
I'm
that.
faceted. And that's what iridescent means.
I
It's
like
to
that.
have many colors, and depending on the angle, it shows a different side. And so, I want to celebrate all those different sides
I
of who we
like that.
are as human beings and as women.
So is this a 4 track or 5 track that we have right
So
now?
this is actually a 7 track.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So off the project, what is one of your favorite ones?
Mm. Oh, that's hard. So I have two.
Okay.
Or maybe three. Oh, we're gonna go with three. One song is called Nobody Knows, and I released that as a single off the track.
Okay.
And that's just a synopsis, I would say, of how I feel like I'm experiencing the world and how all of us are kind of experiencing the world. Things are getting more expensive.
Yeah.
It feels like people aren't always showing empathy to one another and
Hmm.
hearing each other out. And so sometimes it feels like nobody knows like the trouble that we see and nobody cares for it.
Yeah.
Everyone's just too busy and
Yeah.
ignoring each other. And I just wanted to kind of call attention and light to that because I think a lot of people feel that way.
I really.
Another song is called Girl Like Me. It's kind of sassy,
Okay.
but it is at the heart a question and a conversation of, can you be with a girl like me? This is what I bring to the table. This is who's a part of my crew. Like, this is who I am. Are you sure that you want to sign up for
I
this?
get that. I get
So
that.
so I like that song. And then the other one is called Patience, and it's
Okay.
about having patience with yourself and being grateful for the people that have patience with you.
I like that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I did listen. I did listen to the not like you. I think that's what it's called. But I really like the Julia Roberts one.
Oh, yay. I love that one too.
And because I think whatever for whatever reason you left
Yeah.
it on the track, it was very personal, and I
Yeah.
really I really felt that. So kudos to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like Julia Roberts.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
So
that has a fun story.
now is this project released right now, or what's going on right now?
Yeah, so it just released this Friday,
Okay,
7/25/25.
okay. What
So
why that day was there significant? What is going on with the date here?
yeah, yeah. So I'm a fan of sevens.
Okay,
My management, shout out to Rob Terrell. We're both fans of the number seven. So it was like,
okay,
oh, we could do a 7/7/7, you
okay,
know? So we thought it'd be fun.
okay. I like that,
Yeah, this
man.
project's coded. It's a very coded project,
I I'm
which is
because
fun.
I'm gonna listen back to the full 7-1, and
Yeah.
I really think that going through it, just listen to some the songs off of there.
Yeah.
You can tell that, hey yo man, you're coming into your own in this
Mm,
project.
thank you. Thank you, friend. That's how I feel.
Definitely, man.
I feel. Yeah.
So now who would you like to work with going into the future? Who would you like to work with?
That's a hard question. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's so many artists I would love to work with. I'm gonna say someone local. I'd love to work with Jasmine Sullivan because she's from
Okay,
the Philly area, and that would be a dream. She's an amazing vocalist.
okay, I like
Yeah.
that. Producer wise, who would you like to work with?
Ooh, ooh, that is tough. I was just looking at some people today because I just joined the Grammy
Okay,
Academy as
yeah,
a member.
that's a
So I feel like I have the opportunity to get to know a lot of these people.
that's amazing, man.
So yeah, I feel like I'm still thinking about who I would want to, and I'm gonna put it on my vision board.
That's what's up. Now, how did you get into that, man? That like, because a lot of people think it's like some secret society, and
Yeah.
everybody like you got to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody.
Right,
So,
right.
how is that, man?
Yeah, it was a very fun process because you have to have people recommend you to
Okay,
it. So you apply to it, which is great because that means artists and music professionals can take a step,
okay,
in that direction. And then you get the affirmation of your peers. So I
okay.
had two peers that affirmed that I would be a great addition, and the Academy said yes, and now I'm here.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was a cool process.
Let me ask you this: and now that you can contribute to the, I guess you have a seat at the table, as they say.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you like to see go through and be showcased?
Well, you know what? DJ Malone, they have a couple different ways that they invite people to be a part of the academy and interact with their membership. And so two ways that stood out to me was being a part of the voting process to who gets the Grammys for, different categories.
Right,
And the other part was advocacy. And, one of the things I love to do is advocate because I've had plenty of people advocate for me.
right.
I've had to learn how to advocate for myself. And so now I'm like, I would love to share that and see how can we create a better world for those of us in the music industry that
Right.
want to do this full time. And I think sometimes that means speaking truth to power, even when it's uncomfortable. So I would love to be a part of the efforts that are already happening with that.
That's real. That's
So
real,
those are,
man.
yeah.
If you could perform anywhere, where would it be at and why?
Oh, you know what? I took a picture outside of Madison Square Garden recently.
Okay.
And I took it intentionally because I believe in aligning your thoughts and your actions to go towards the things that you want to do.
Okay.
It starts to train your body, your mind, your soul to be ready. And so I can't wait for the day I get to play at Madison Square Garden and
That's
open up my own
that's
show.
beautiful. That's beautiful,
Yeah,
man.
that's where I want to be.
What's going on, man? What you got going on for the summer's almost done. So what you got coming up, man? Any
Yeah.
performances? Anything you got coming up? What's going on?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to plug in my social media. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, Facebook if you do Facebook, YouTube, TikTok at I am Danny Peace. And that's Danny's with two N's and an I and then peace like the peace sign. Because I'm going to be posting some fun things there. I'm looking to do a
Okay.
show in Philly. And I have a cool opportunity that I'm not going to speak about too much yet. I'm just going
That's
to let it
fine.
unfold. And then a couple other things on the horizon for
Okay.
Q4. Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited. Everything. You know
Mm,
what, man? I really want to say this, man. Keep being you. Keep being the
mm,
shining light that you are, and I promise you, people are gonna remember that, man.
thank you, DJ Malone. I appreciate that.
Now, where did the name come from? I'm interested to know, where did Danny Peace
Ooh.
come from?
Yeah, so Danny Peace, it's kind of a two-part story.
Okay.
Danny was a name that people used to call me all the time growing up. So I was like, wow, if people just automatically call me Danny, maybe that could be a space for me to have as an artist name instead of
Right.
Danielle, which is the name I was born with.
Okay.
I don't always say it right either. So I said I need something a little shorter because I can't say my double L's. And so so I said, let me go with Danny and do Danny with an I. That
Okay.
would be fun. Two N's and an I. And then peace arose from my own journey of trying to find peace within myself.
Mm,
I don't think I'm unique in the fact that I've experienced challenges and, even use the word traumas that I've had to overcome and but work through in order to do that. And what I realized was that, peace is not the absence of tension. It's being willing to walk through that,
mm,
and deal with things that are hard so that you can come out as the person that you want to be on the other side.
that's
And
right.
so as I'm creating music, singing music, and just being who I am, my hope is that people will feel encouraged to go through the hard things and not become hard in going through the hard
That's
things
right. That's
so
right.
that they can truly enjoy all that life has to offer and all that's before them. I would hate to see us as people become so hard we cannot enjoy the gift of working through tough things.
Mm, I respect that, man. That's,
Yeah.
I think though. I think too is that a lot of people we're hurt, and a lot of hurt people hurt
Mhm.
people. So a lot of times,
Yeah.
we don't. What I'm realizing is even with myself, a lot
Yeah.
of times we go on and we just carry life with a subtle of sit. Excuse my language, but we
Yeah.
just carry just
Okay.
a subtle, and we just continue going and going and going. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like, let me give you an analogy. It's if
Yeah.
let's say if I have a messy room and you tell me to clean my room and I put all the toys underneath the
Mhm.
carpet, is it really
Right, right.
clean or is it just compartmentalized somewhere else?
That's good.
So
It's compartmentalized, but it's like, and it makes space for you in that one space. But even what you're saying, there's so much nuance to life.
yeah,
Like you said, there's so much nuance, and I think we owe ourselves the grace and the patience to work through it and be honest with ourselves in each season. Because in some seasons, putting the stuff underneath the bed is
real, real,
clean.
real. That's
And then in
real.
some seasons, there's an invitation to say, okay, how can I organize this even further?
That's real. That's
So
real.
nothing has to be without fault, it just needs to be complete.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
like that.
that's a beautiful and comforting mindset that I've learned to embrace. And it's brought me a lot of peace as well.
I like that. I like that, man. Danny
Yeah.
Peace right here, man. I want you guys to go check out, man. Run her analytics up, please, and thank you. And we'll get it going and everything. Where can the people find you one more time?
Yes, yes. So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all at I am Danny Peace, and that's Danny with two N's and an I.
And tell her about the seven track project one more time.
Yes, yes, and definitely go and stream my project. It's called Iridescent. Just released on 7/25/25, 7-song project.
So
Love
make
for
sure you
y'all.
guys go run those analytics up, please, and thank you, man. Give it a listen. I really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna listen more further into it. And
Mm,
let's go ahead and run the analytics up, man. Get people like this, man. We always complain about artists, sexy reds, and all this other stuff, but we have good artistry right here. So make sure you guys get into with that.
Thank you.
Before you go, Danny, I always ask artists they can do a drop for me. You're gonna say
Yeah.
your name, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Yes. Okay, I got you. This is Danny Peace, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Boom. Fireworks, explosions, everything in between, man. Make sure you guys go run it up, man. Danny Peace, DJ Malone, Chicago 77.3. We out. One.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3.